Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try to prevent that from happening again. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Here we go. 180.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
In motion, Hill. First down. Here's Burrow. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on first down is Murray. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Murray now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there. And almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. In motion right is Austin. Now they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Airing it out deep for Smith. And got his man complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And once again, this is Sanders. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-7 is the score. This is the NFL on the 8th. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ty Chandler. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott Good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball. And now
he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Murray to the right side and complete to Jefferson. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Chandler will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Now, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Catch is made by Metcalf. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mostert will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Justin Houston in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable, in a lot of ways, unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Elliott is good. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Austin is there and brings in another one. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
From the 27, Burrow eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah.